The soundtrack and aura are worth it though.
Did Watch Mojo just use the word aura? You already know what time it is, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I see law. I see law. Top 10 solo leveling fights. This is the objective fact. There is no opinions. There's no difference of opinion. What you're about to see is straight fact. Here we go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today
predictions. My ill-informed prediction. Igris is at least top 5. The Ant. What is my favorite fight right now? The Ant fight is pretty fucking cool looking, man. Beru's fight is pretty fucking cool looking, man. I actually don't know what's my favorite one right now. It could be Igris' damn self.
hey, we're counting down our picks for the best fight scenes in solo leveling.
Get us. Let's do it.
Number 10, Hunters Guild Strike Team B and Jinnu versus High Orcs.
Really? So before they fight Tusk, or including Tusk?
Most fight scenes in solo leveling
Before
showcase
Tusk or
Jinnu
during
alone,
Tusk?
but this rare exception features a squad of A and B rank hunters encountering a group of high orcs. The group's various fighting styles make for a nice change of pace from Jinnu's, and they all work together well.
I'll say this is one of like the better random dungeon fights for sure. This is of all like the fight before the final boss fights. This is one of the cooler ones.
They're overmatched.
This is one of the cooler ones.
Thankfully, Jinnu is acting as the party's porter and uses stealth to weaken many of their enemies,
I do remember
with
how this
most
fight
of the
goes.
group
This is one of
being
the cooler
none the
ones
wiser.
that's in the
It's
dungeons and
arguably
shit.
one of the better fight scenes involving hunters besides
I'm not mad
Jinnu,
at this.
even if he does give them an
mad at-
assist.
Let me be clear. I can never be mad at Law, but I'm not mad at this truly.
Besides, he gets to look cool while making them look cool. Everybody wins.
Hell yeah. Get out of here. What's 9?
Number 9, Jinnu versus Cerberus. Beware of dog. Jinnu learns this to cost when he decides to attempt the demon's castle immediately after getting the key. The entrance is guarded by the massive 3-headed hound.
Oh, my fault. I confused him with someone else. I thought that was Spyro. That's not Spyro. Ooh, the dogs. Oh, shit. Law.
Hell's Gatekeeper, Cerberus.
I remember this fight now. This is the dog fight.
Despite his title giving him an
I confused
advantage against
Cerberus with a
beast-type
different nigga.
monsters
Not
and his
the,
use of many skills and
not
debuffs,
the- not the- I
Cerberus
thought this was
tears through
Spyro.
him like a chunk of meat, even ripping off one of his arms.
Yeah. Oh my god, hello.
Jinnu's use of healing potions and new debuff only
no heals.
barely gives him strength to resist. His desperate attacks against the creature while caught in its jaws let him kill it by the skin of his teeth. Still, winning against a boss while underleveled is a special kind of satisfying,
Hell
as
yeah.
any gamer will tell you.
Hell yeah.
Number 8, Jinnu versus Blue Venom Fang Casca.
Yes!
You never forget your first boss monster. At the bottom of the instance dungeon, Jinnu is immediately attacked by
Law.
the Blue Venom Fang
Law.
Casca. The huge azure serpent shatters his sword in
I
one
knew I looked darker today. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to look light-skinned, but I knew something was wrong. And it was.
attack and doesn't let up.
I
The
knew
flooded
something
subway
was
environment
wrong.
gives the battle a unique feel and provides some surprising obstacles for Jinnu.
No, it
the
wasn't
still
bugging.
green E-rank ultimately abandons his weapon and uses brute force to choke Casca into
Run.
submission. It's a big step up for Jinnu.
Now, this was a crazy thing. He did just say, fuck it. I can't stab it, so I'm strong enough to just pierce it my damn self with my bare hands. Do I understand that? I guess a little bit.
And the voice actor brought so much intensity to the scene that he reportedly coughed up blood.
I guess a little bit.
Talk about hardcore.
This is actually how I would rank it.
Number
Well, it doesn't
7,
matter how you would.
Jinu versus the lizards. What happens in a dungeon stays in a dungeon.
This is one of the first like major ore farm moments for me personally, because this is when I looked at all of you all and I said, oh yeah, bugged up, hey. But this time it was in favor of the main character.
That's the philosophy held by one Dunsuk and his cronies, who decide to kill
was in
Jinu
favor of the
and his
main
new friend
character.
Jinho for their own gain.
Yeah, buddy. You're
However,
talking
their
shit.
assumption that Jinu is the weaker of the duo proves terrifyingly inaccurate.
人類最弱兵器さ
After
Like even that snippet is hilarious, bro. He's like, who are you talking to? Gang, not only do I want to kill you, not only do I know you're gonna kill me, so it's defense, I have to kill you. If I don't do this, I die? Oh, easy.
After casually slicing a guy's neck, he proceeds to easily cut down 4 more in rapid succession. Dongsuk tries both bribes and attacking back,
Yep.
but his strength is easily overcome too.
Yeah, you're too much of a bitch,
Calling this
sorry.
a fight is a bit generous. It's basically a slaughter.
だけど一つ残念なことを教えてやろう
This is gonna come.
Oh my god, the music was
Even
crazy.
so, it's a crucial and haunting step on
I might
Jinu's
gotta rewatch this fight, bro. I forgot how fire the music was in this scene.
journey. As it marks his first time
forgot about
killing
that
another
fucking
person,
OST.
the soundtrack and aura are worth it though.
Did Watch Mojo just use the word aura? The aura is now law. Deal with it. Don't care.
Number 6, Jinu versus Taeshik. With his friends' lives under
Taeshik is
threat,
the,
Jinu steps in to save them from Kang Taeshik. A murderer-
Ooh. All right, I know there's gonna be some lawbreakers here between the last two. I'm dying by the law, but I know there's gonna be some lawbreakers here, because this is the fight with Megumi. Prior to that, it's the second time he has to deal with a fucking weird ass hunter.
B-rank assassin type hunter.
またあんたか何者だ
孫ジヌ E 級だ
The
You
two
know
of
you're not a fucking E rank, you dick.
them are evenly matched when it comes to speed, exchanging a rapid flurry of blows. Although Jinu increases his
He knows
speed
he's
and
not a
inflicts a
fucking E
minor
rank.
wound on
I'm an
Taeshik,
E
the
rank.
killer hunter can
Oh
take
yeah. You know what? A lot of time has passed. We somehow underestimate how many times this nigga is overfarmed in the show. we underestimate how much this nigga is overfarmed. He really did do a lot of fucking overfarming for no reason.
Visible.
For no reason.
さらに速くなった
Yep.
Jinu is injured too, but manages to use his healing skill to recover. Another use of a skill terrifies Taeshik briefly, giving Jinu a chance to deliver a fatal strike.
Type shit.
Taeshik's similarities to Jinu don't stop with their builds. He also acts as a dark mirror for what Jinu could become if he starts to enjoy killing too much.
Yeah.
待て
Yeah, that's true. You know, I could see some solo diehard being like, yo, bro, y'all underrate the fuck out of the story and using a plot line like that. Because this is true. The idea that that's what happens if he, like, enjoys killing a little too much. If power gets to his head a little too much, he could turn into a nigga like this. That's true.
嘘だろ
That's
Number
true.
5, Jinu versus Baka.
Weavile.
The leader of the Ice Elves and boss of the Red Gate proves quite strong, and even stronger than Jinu. Thankfully, Jinu's shadow soldiers and some clever tactics help him bridge the gap in this fight.
Damn! Weave.
From dismissing and then recalling his weapons to creating a shadow soldier out of a murderous hunter mid-battle, Jinu
Iron.
pulls off some impressive moves here. Baka holds up surprisingly well against an onslaught of Jinu, Igris, and the newly created Iron.
Yeah. Jump him. Go. Yeah. Jump his ass. Jump up his ass.
However, the proud Ice Elf is no match for Jinu's incredible strategies. Just like its conclusion, this fight is absolutely smashing.
Assert your dominance.
Number 4, Jinu versus the Demon Monarch Baron.
All right, yeah, this is Spyro. Oh, Spyro didn't make the top 3. Uh-oh. Spyro didn't make the top 3. Here we go.
Demon Kings may be a common
Here we
fixture
go.
in anime, but there's nothing ordinary about this fight. Jinu's first challenge in facing Baron is bringing the
by the way, I
demonic
just
ruler
like
down
some
to earth. But even once he cuts down the demon's mounts, Baron proves a formidable foe. His
Talk to
lightning
me.
attacks are extremely powerful, and his speed proves a match for Jinu's
Damn.
as well.
That's just so fast it
The
look blurry.
furious pace of the fights, the rain-swept atmosphere, and great personal stakes for Jinu help make this a spectacular battle.
Yes! Nah, sometimes, man, like I was saying in my character tier list, like I was saying in my anime arc tier list, sometimes shit just looking cool is all I need. I understand that some of y'all need brain-busting peaks and 15 million swerves and writing from the conclusion and all that stuff, but that shit sometimes it just gotta look good. Sometimes it just gotta look good.
Jinu's final uppercut leaves Baron a bit thunderstruck, and we feel much the same about this amazing clash. Number 3, Jinu versus Igris the Blood Red.
Look at you now, Mama Chat. Mama Chat, it's third. There's 2 fights better than your boy. The final boss. There's 2 fights above it. Let's see what the 2 fights are. But shout out my dog Igris, who despite being a season 1er, I still fuck with you. Heavy.
At the end of the job change quest dungeon he's entered, Jinu finds a red knight guarding an empty throne, Igris the Blood Red. The intimidating warrior proves overwhelmingly stronger than our player, destroying pillars with a swing of his sword and knocking Jinu around like a ragdoll for most of the fight.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. It was pretty terrifying.
The crisp
The
choreo-
scariest part of this fucking fight is you think that thing is just a demon that moves like soullessly, like is what it is, and he's just set out to kill you. No negotiations. That nigga said, "All right, so let's use hands then." And this fucking silent ass knight just sits there, sees the stance, and he's like, maybe that was a bad impersonation. The nigga Igris is sitting there like this. He sees you sizing him up, trying to Riley Freeman his bitch ass. And this nigga sees the story. He's like, then he just put the sword in the ground. He said, "Well, fuck it. Well, why not?
Choreography
Why-
and
let's do
excellent
it."
camera work lend their
Well, let's
confrontation
fucking do
an
it then.
incredible speed and intensity.
Let's box up then. I don't give a fuck."
Jinu may look beaten initially, but some lucky hits on Igris and his indomitable willpower help him prevail. While other fights may go bigger, this one is an all thrills, no frills duel, and
Yeah.
easily the best in Season 1.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Number 2, Jinu versus Kargalgan.
Oh.
Fighting
Oh, I know there are gonna be some lawbreakers in this comment section. Oh, I know there are gonna be some lawbreakers in that comment. That's an interesting pick. That's an interesting pick. I'm with the law. I'm with it. That's an interesting
The
pick, though.
mage can be tough
Let's see
when
the
you
reason.
specialize in close combat, but Jinu isn't like most fighters. while the High Orc Shaman
Oh
manages
shit!
to
This will be my first time hearing. No, I heard Tuscan sub before, but I forgot how he sounds.
keep Jinu at bay initially, his Shadow
heard
Mages
Tuscan
break
sub
down
before, but
his
I did forget how he
defenses.
sounds.
Speaking of Shadow Soldiers, all of Jinu's named forces get chances to shine here,
Yeah, for sure.
especially Igris. Kargalgan's decision to use magic to become giant proves unwise. You know the saying about the bigger they are, right?
Type shit.
でかくなればその分狙いを定めやすくなるだけ
I thought it was the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
This fight is beautiful pandemonium from start to finish, with Kargalgan's increased size adding some great verticality and featuring many little touches to the outstanding animation sprinkled throughout. We'd struggle to find a fault in this fight, even going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Or should that be a fine tusk?
なんとかごめん忘れた適当につけ直すわ
Type
牙
shit.
Before
W.
we continue, be sure to subscribe
Well,
to our
gee, I wonder what number 1 is.
to your settings and switch on
I
notifications.
wonder what number 1 is, chat.
Number 1, Jinu vs. Ant King.
I'm not mad at it, Law. I'm really not. You saw a lemon on the ground, and you said, gang, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not about to make orange juice. and truthfully, genuinely, I am not mad at it. I'm
The
really
Ant
not.
King has been
I'm
wrecking
really
the
not.
S-rank hunters,
It's
leaving
very
everyone in
Let me
despair.
be clear. You think the Igris fight is better? You think the Tusk fight better? Or you think one of the two encounters with one of the evil hunters is better? That's fine. I ain't triggered by someone saying this is the best fight in the fucking series, man.
But then
It's
Jinu
just literally
arrives.
like,
The ensuing
that's
fight is
okay.
nearly
It's-
10 minutes of absolute
It's
cinema.
definitely a great fight. It's a fantastic fight. Highest stakes. Shock value.
The animation is stellar
Or all
throughout
the shit that
and
you want from the
perfectly
anime.
captures the speed and awesome power of both combatants as they slug it out.
Like, look at that, bro.
Speed around
That's
the battlefield
clean.
and fly up and down from its heights.
That is
The
clean.
anime even adds details that improve the action, like the Ant King using the powers of the hunters he's eaten. Jinu's strength essentially gives his insectoid
What people penalize for this fight is the fact that Jinwoo wins this fight. And that's how you know that it's a good fight. Whenever people turn on the antagonist, 90% of the time, that means it was a good fight because they're rooting for the one no antagonist. Shout out to this. This is a good fight.
foe and
Fantastic fight. I
existential
don't have that much
crisis.
criticism.
Likewise,
Like,
we
what
can
am I supposed to
hardly
say?
believe
Look
how
at that.
breathtaking their battle is. Solo leveling fights
But everyone who
always bring the
understands
hype.
it, understands it. Shout out to the one person in chat who said it. Yeah, he was leveling up the entire fucking time. It kind of makes sense as to why he would be able to level up. It is what it is.
But this one truly arises to the
Oh my
occasion.
god! He just zinked him! I mean, he fucking zinks him! He's dead, man!
Is there a solo leveling fight we forgot? Hit us with your favorites in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video?
I forgot how much. You know what? You know what? You talk about 10. You know what, Law? If I was a lawbreaker, I think you just implied what my honorable mention would be. Beru, the Ant King, beating the shit out of the S ranks. How about that, Law? Yeah, how about that? When that nigga, I'm not gonna lie, y'all think I'm trolling. When that nigga pulls up and he's just like, Queen's dead. Who the king? Who's your king? Cause I ain't gonna lie, you took my queen. Who's your king? Stop. It starts belt to ass to everybody. I understand some of you require back and forth in your fights. Y'all know me. I love my pub stomps. I love pub stomps. And that was a beautiful pub stomp. 100%. But nah, I mean, it's law. I'm not a lawbreaker. Let's see what the comment section say. Sung versus the Ant King was great. Honestly, best fight so far. Solo Leveling and Kaiju 8 have to be the two best combat anime right now. Is Kaijutsu Titan like that? If you know, you know. We started Kaijutsu Titan, then we stopped. Purge tonight, by the way. Is Kaijutsu Titan like that? Kaijutsu Titan get the boxing? The English dub for Jinwoo fits him so well. Yes, I'm so happy that there is a series where everyone loves the dub, because on this channel, at least, it is exhausting that there's an amount of people that just sit there and bitch about hearing a show in the language they understand the most. It is the definition of anime elitist. I'm happy as shit that he's genuinely a talented fucking voice actor. As someone who read the manga, you ain't seen nothing yet, and trust me, I believe you, gang, and I can't wait to see more. There were some people saying that it's downhill from there in my solo leveling hot takes. Click that video somewhere on the screen or wherever the fuck, however we do these shits. But I'm excited to see more of this anime. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite solo leveling fight is. But hey, gang, I'm not gonna lie. Law aside, not a bad list, me personally. Take care and stay blessed. I'll see you next time. And no matter what it is, it couldn't be a bad list, not only because it's law, but because I love you solo.